In last class, we discussed about summer air conditioning system and winter air conditioning system. Then we will solve some problems on summer air conditioning system and winter air conditioning system. Then we will get the clear idea about the, how much moisture is removed, everything we can get clear idea. First, we move to the first problem. Note down the first problem. Air at 1 atmosphere, air at 1 atmosphere, 15 degrees centigrade and 60 percentage relative humidity. Air at 1 atmosphere and 15 degrees. So it's compulsory the psychometric chart is available in atmospheric pressure only. So it is fixed. If they are giving or not 1 atmosphere is fixed. But the initial condition is 15 degrees and 60 percentage relativity. So the first condition, psychometric chart, you have to mark the 15 degrees and 60% relative humidity. Next, it is first heated, means just sensible heating we are doing up to 20 degrees. Mark the second point. Sensible heat we are doing. Initially it have 15 degrees centigrade and 60% relative humidity. Just we are heated to 20 degrees. In a heating section, and then humidified by introducing the water vapor. After heating, what we are doing sensible heating. Next we are doing heating and humidification. There we are spraying hot water. Then further heating of the air will takes place and temperature also will rise. You can see in a heating section and then humidified introducing water vapor. The air leaves the humidification section. After humidification, the air condition is 25 degrees centigrade and 65% relative. So temperature rise, sensible heating we did only 15 to 20 degrees. But 20 to 25 sensible heating is happened and humidification also raised 60 to 65. So in this process, it is indirectly winter air conditioning system. First we are doing the sensible heating and humidification. Sensible heating and humidification we are doing. Initial condition is 15 degrees and 60% relative humidity. The final condition is 25 degrees and 65% relative humidity. Okay, it is clear. We can mark the points in psychometric chart. Next, what we want to determine. Determine first one, amount of steam added. So by the humidification process, the initial condition we know, final condition we know, difference of the moisture only. In the y-axis, it contains moisture, mass of kg of water vapor to the kg of dry air. How much kg of water vapor is available per kg of dry air. So simply we mark the 2 points, means the difference of moisture content only. Next, second one, the amount of heat transfer to the air in the heating section. Heating section means only sensible heating, not heating and humidification. Here two types of the heating we did. One is sensible heating, second one is heating and humidification. But in the question they asked the amount of heat transfer to the air in the heating section only. Then we will move to the only heating section. Simply you see, you mark the point. Initial condition is 15 degrees centigrade and 60 relative humidity. The initial condition is 15 degrees centigrade and 60 relative humidity. We mark the point in psychometric chart. Then we did sensible heating up to 20 degrees. We did sensible heating up to 20 degrees. Then mark the second point. In wet bulb line, you extend, you will get the initial enthalpy. After sensible heating, next we get the second enthalpy. So adding of the sensible heat means initial enthalpy means final enthalpy. That's all. How much heat we added. And next, heating and humidification. Up to what temperature we are moving? 20 degrees to 25 degrees and 65% relative humidity. 20 to 25 degrees and 65% relative humidity. Heating and humidification we move. Then mark the point and determine the enthalpy. In heating and humidification, how much heat is added means H3 minus H2. In sensible heating, how much heat is added means H2 minus H1. And here, how much moisture is added? This is the first question. The initial condition in sensible heat we are not adding any moisture. Moisture is same. We are determining the moisture content at 15 degrees, 60% relative humidity or 20 degrees centigrade. Why? Because we are not changing any moisture content while in sensible heating. Next move to the heating and humidification 25 to 65 relative humidity. In this point how much moisture content is. Difference in these two moisture content only the how much mass of the moisture is added, that's all. And difference between these two enthalpies only how much heat is added. Simple problem. So by the given data just mark the points on psychrometric chart and extract the properties and solve the problem. You see the initial condition moisture content 0.06 kg per kg of water per kg of dry air, and the final condition 25 degrees and 65 relative humidity 0.013 kg of water per kg of dry air. The difference between two moisture content you will get the amount of steam added. The amount of steam added is 0.007 kg of water per kg of dry air. Next, coming to the enthalpies. Initial enthalpy at 15 degrees 60 relative humidity is 32 kilojoules per kg. After sensible heat, the enthalpy is 38 kilojoules per kg. Heating and humidification, the enthalpy is 60 kilojoules per kg. Amount of heat transferred, the amount of heat transferred to the air in the heating section is H2 minus H1, 38 minus 32, which is 6 kilojoules per kg dry air. A simple problem. Just mark the points in psychrometric chart and calculate the problem. We can move to the next problem. Air enters a window air conditioner. The air is entered in window air conditioner at 1 atmosphere. Atmosphere temperature common. I already mentioned atmosphere pressure is common if they are giving or not. It's a secondary. What is the initial condition? The initial condition is 32 degrees 70% relative humidity. So like last problem, first you mark the dry bulb temperature and relative humidity intersection point. First mark the initial point. And at a rate of 2 meter cube per minute, the air volumetric flow rate they given. The air volumetric flow rate is meter cube per minute. So now you want to determine mass flow rate of the air. Volumetric flow rate by specific volume. From the psychrometric chart you can extract the specific volume. Volumetric flow rate meter cube per minute and specific volume is meter cube per kg. Meter cube can cancel. The flow rate, mass flow rate is kg per minute you can achieve. The mass flow rate you will get kg per minute. So simple. So first we want to change the volumetric flow rate to the mass flow rate by divided by the specific volume. Next. And it leaves a saturated air at 15 degrees centigrade. So it is leaving from the chamber as a saturated air, means 100% relative humidity condition. And what temperature? At 15 degrees temperature. Okay. Part of the moisture in the air that condenses during the process is also removed. So our purpose is reducing the temperatures, means less than dew point temperature is started, automatically we are reducing the moisture only, removing the moisture only. So determine the rate of heat and moisture removal. So change of enthalpy and change of moisture we want to calculate, but here rate they mentioned, that change into mass flow rate you will get kilojoules per minute, or divided by 60 you will get kilojoules per second. That is important in this problem, you see. So mark the initial point 32 degrees centigrade and 70 relative humidity. Determine the moisture content, the extent of wet bulb, you can determine the enthalpy. Second point, we are cooling up to 15 degrees. Suppose the dew point temperature here, it may be some 25 degrees something. So below the 25 degrees of dry bulb temperature, water condensation will start. So we are moving up to 15 degrees, means more moisture is removed. The final mark reaching the saturation condition. So mark the point here and determine the moisture content and determine the enthalpy. That's all. How to determine the initial enthalpy and final enthalpy, initial moisture content and final moisture content. This is the initial moisture content, is the final moisture content. This is the airflow rate and specific volume. At this temperature, what is the specific volume? You see, this is the specific volume lines. This is the specific volume lines. So 0.9 meter cube per kg. Not exactly 0.9, 0.89 like that. Round value I selected. Then mass flow rate equal to volumetric flow rate by specific volume. So 2 meter cube per minute divided by 0.9 meter cube per kg. Then we will get the mass flow rate is 2.2 kg per minute. The mass flow rate of the air we got 2.2 kg per minute. Then rate of moisture removal, mass flow rate into initial moisture content minus final moisture content. The mass flow rate is 2.2, initial moisture content 0.022 minus final moisture content 0.011. Then finally you will get 0.024 kg of moisture per minute, kg of water vapor per minute. This is the rate of moisture. Come to the enthalpy. The initial condition, the enthalpy of the air at 32 degrees centigrade and 70% relative humidity is 90 kilojoules per kg. The final condition of the enthalpy at 15 degrees centigrade and saturation air, the final enthalpy is 45 kilojoules per kg. Then rate of heat removal from the air in the heating section is mass flow rate into enthalpy difference. 90 minus 45. This is a 99 kilojoules per minute. You want to convert in kilowatt means divide by 60, you will get a kilowatt. But in the question they are not asked in kilowatt. That's why we kept in kilojoules per minute itself. So it is only since cooling and dehumidification up to dew point temperature we are moving. This is the second problem. Then we will solve third model. Majority of the models in between these three models. Next problem. An air conditioning system is designed under the following condition. Air conditioning system design they mentioned. Outdoor condition is 30 degrees centigrade and 75 relative. The outdoor condition of the air, ambient condition is 30 degrees centigrade and 75% relative. Here they are not mentioned 1 atmosphere. Even though they are not mentioned, it is a 1 atmosphere only. So outdoor condition is 30 degrees centigrade and 75% relative humidity. Required indoor conditions, the room conditions, what is our target is 22 degrees centigrade and 70 relative humidity. So outdoor condition they given 30 degrees centigrade and 75 relative humidity. The indoor conditions what I required is 22 degrees centigrade and 70 relative humidity. Next, amount of free air circulated. What is the amount of free air circulated? That is 3.3 meter cube per second. Means here also they given volumetric flow rate only. Divide by specific volume, you will get the mass flow rate. But luckily here they given meter cube per second, high volumetric flow rate. Earlier they given meter cube per minute. Here meter cube per second is the industrial application indirectly. Next, coil dew point temperature is 14 degrees. So they given coil dew point temperature means cooling and dehumidification we are doing. Then after sensible heating will come into the picture. Because 14 degrees we moved means the comfort is 22. Again we want to do sensible heating. Cooling and dehumidification. Somewhere here we stop and we will do the heating, sensible heating. I will show the diagram. We will get easy. Next, the required conditions are achieved first by cooling, next by the dehumidification, cooling and dehumidification, and then by the heating. I already mentioned cooling and dehumidification and heating. Next, estimate the capacity of the cooling coil in tons. Generally 1 ton of refrigeration means 3.51 kilowatt. Simple. In a refrigeration cooling capacity generally we are calculating 1 ton. 1 ton means 3.5 kilowatt. Reducing the value, that's all. 1.5 ton. Generally split ACs we are getting for household utilities 1.5 ton. Windows ACs same refrigeration effect we can achieve by because losses is less. Window AC 1 ton is more than sufficient. So 1 ton means 3.5 kilowatt. Next, the capacity of cooling coil. We know the cooling load, then you can calculate the capacity of cooling coil. Next, the capacity of heating coil also. You know the sensible heating load, then you can calculate the capacity of heating coil also. Then the amount of water vapor. 3 questions. It's a combination of, indirectly it is a summer air conditioning system. High latent loads, summer air conditioning system. Theoretically, we already explained this one. First of all, you mark the points. That's all. Remaining everything you will calculate also. First, 30 degrees centigrade and 75 relative humidity. This is the first condition. In that first condition, determine the enthalpy, wet bulb temperature extension enthalpy, and you will get the specific humidity. Enthalpy and specific humidity at initial condition. Then, what he did, sorry. Yes. He moved up to 14 degrees. There is a movement. So you mark the line from 30 degrees 75% relative humidity to the 14 degrees relative temperature. Somewhere here. This is 15 degrees. So this is 14 degrees. You mark, but don't extract any property. Next, mark the third point. Third point is end point. 22 degrees and 70% relative humidity. You mark that point 22 degrees and 70% relative humidity. So extract the property of the enthalpy 22 degrees centigrade and 70% relative humidity, and extract the property of moisture content. So how much moisture is removed? Simply you subtract the moisture content with multiply the mass flow rate, you will get this moisture removed. First question. But here they ask, one is cooling load, cooling coil capacity, one is heating coil capacity. But cooling coil is mentioned, it is moving up to 14 degrees, but it is not moved up to 14 degrees. Up to what temperature it is moved means sensible heating they mentioned. So you enlarge that line horizontally to the saturation curve. The target is 30 to 14 it want to move, but it is not moved up to 14. In between somewhere it is moved. So in this intersection point, so that's why first we mark the all points. Cooling and dehumidification is not moved up to 14 degrees. Intermediate intersection point only. That enthalpy you calculate, not this enthalpy. Up to this point you calculate the H2. Then H1 minus H2 into mass flow rate, you will get the cooling coil capacity. And H2 minus H3 into mass flow rate, you will get the heating coil capacity. This intersection point marking only the important in the problem. The problem they mentioned 30 to 40. Then after they mentioned sensible heating. Heating and humidification means again from this point we can move this point, but they are not given like that. Sensible heating means horizontal only it is moving. So that line you extend to the upon this curve where it is intersecting. There you determine the H2 value. Moisture content is not changing. Why? Because it's a sensible heat only. It's clear. Next, so first air flow rate 3.3 meter cube per second. Specific volume is 0.89 meter cube per kg. Then mass flow rate, specific volume, volumetric flow rate by specific volume. You will get the mass flow rate 3.70 kg per second. Initial enthalpy 30 degrees centigrade and 75% relative humidity is 84. This one not at 14 degrees temperature. In that direction, whatever the line we extended, that intersection point, the enthalpy is 45 kilojoules per kg. Next, H3 value. That is at 22 degrees centigrade and 70% relative humidity. The H3 value is 52 kilojoules per kg. Then 1 ton of refrigeration capacity equal to 3.5 kilowatt of refrigeration capacity. So the capacity of cooling coil, mass flow rate into enthalpy change, H initial to cooling end, 3.7 into 84 minus 45, 144.3 kilojoules per second or kilowatt. Divide by 3.5, you will get the ton of refrigeration, 41 ton. Already I mentioned, based on the mass flow rate itself, it is an industrial model, not household utilities. So 144.3 kilowatt it is coming, divided by 3.5, you will get 41.2 tons of refrigeration capacity is required for cooling and dehumidification, for cooling coil capacity. Next, move to the heating coil sorry, heating, where is the heating coil capacity? Here we are not calculated heating coil capacity. The heating coil capacity means simply the change in enthalpy. It is 52 minus 45, 7 kilojoules per kg. 7 into 3.7. 7, 25, 25 point something. 25 divided by 3.5. Around 6 tons of the heating is required. Or this is they given heating coil capacity. The capacity of heating coil 3.7 into 52 minus 45, that is a 25.9 kilowatt. Here they are not asked in tons. If they ask in tons, you can give in tons also. Next, moisture content at initial conditions at 75% relative humidity and moisture content at 70% relative humidity. The mass flow rate into the difference of moisture content. You will get the rate of moisture removed 0.037 kg of moisture per second. We want to remove from kg of dry air. Then only we will get the human. So I think all types of the summer and winter air conditioning we completed. With this we are concluding. Next we will discuss about next unit. Thank you.